On this week's episode, we review the new ikan VL7 monitor and show you the gear that we're going to be using to cover NAB 2011. DVTV starts right now.
This episode is made possible in part by CPM Film Tools, your lightweight solution for caging the beast. ikan, features you need, prices you want. LCD Viewfinder, the essential accessory for DSLR video. Lightcraft Workshop, the perfect tools to create the perfect image. Linco Lighting, professional lighting for photo and video.
Hi, this is Tony from Next Wave DV and welcome to DVTV. Today we're going to be reviewing the new VL7 monitor from ikan. Now this monitor is a great middle range monitor. It doesn't have some of the pro features that their high-end monitors have from Manhattan LCD and Marshall, but it has some pro features that may bring it to a higher level than just a standard Lilliput or low-end monitor. First off, we have a monitor that has just some basic HDMI inputs, and it also has the option for your red, white, and yellow inputs. So you don't have any HD SDI, you don't have VGA input, so it's just a standard monitor that would work well with most video cameras that either have HDMI or your red, white, and yellow RCAs. Now you can actually get the VL7 in a full kit, which we have here. This is their case system with the custom foam inserts, which allow you to easily transport your monitor wherever you're going. This includes then the accessories like the battery charger, actual nice large battery, a mount to mount the battery on the back of the monitor, and this is the power adapter for just using on a wall adapter, and of course your red, white, and yellow adapters for using with a standard RCA cables. So let's just go into the menu real quick. If we enable the menu, we'll see that we have controls for contrast, brightness, function, which then changes the function of this F button right here, and we can select peaking, underscan, and ratio. So those are the main options right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and enable the peaking function, which we've enabled onto the F button. So when we push that, now we've turned on the peaking, and as we rack focus, we can see easily that the chair in the background's in focus, and then the bush in the front is in focus. So that peaking feature is really nice, and that's one thing that really separates this monitor from just a basic monitor, is it has that peaking function, and that can save you when just doing basic focusing. Alright, now as you can see, we're using a Canon 60D right now, which, like the 5D, the T2i, those models, it doesn't output HD through HDMI, a full 16:9 signal. Now some monitors are able to autofill with this. The ikan isn't. The ikan isn't really designed to display multiple resolutions that aren't either the standard 4:3 full screen output or 16:9 full screen output. So if you're using HDSLR, I've done some racking focus on here. This actually works pretty good. But if you're doing some major critical focusing, this might not be the best option for you. But if you have a camera that does actually output a full 16:9 image or a standard 4:3 image like an older camera, this actually works pretty good, and it is a good option to choose from. Alright, so when it comes to build quality, features, I think that the VL7 is very competitively priced, and it just fits really well into a mid-range monitor. Again, it doesn't have the features of a high-end Manhattan LCD or Marshall, and it has more features we've demonstrated than a traditional low-end, just basic monitor. So it's a great middle-range option if you're looking for some of those features that we listed. When we return, we're going to show you the gear that we've selected for our coverage of NAB 2011.
Welcome to Film Terms with Josh. Today's word is AC.
You gotta just waste some bytes, ones and zeros. Gotta light my pipe again. AC. He was a football player on Saved by the Bell. We got the first part of that and the second half of the other one. AC, or assistant cameraman. He's in control of pulling focus, putting lenses on, changing filters. With an AC, his main concern is to keep the camera op happy. By pulling focus, the camera op then gets to make his move, pan, tilt, dolly, all that fun stuff. That is the role of an AC.
This episode is made possible in part by Dayflow Lighting Systems, the nation's best-selling lighting solutions for photo, video, and filmmakers. Manhattan LCD, the affordable solution for high-definition monitoring. CheesyCam.com, the latest gear reviews and DIY video and photo projects. Jag35, affordable solutions for filmmakers.
All right, NAB 2011 is just around the corner, and we're going to be there covering it. And we'd like to show you a little behind the scenes of what we're going to be using to cover it. There's going to be Sean, who's my camera guy. Say hi, Sean.
Hello.
He's going to be running camera, and he's also going to be on camera for some of the stuff that we do. But we wanted to keep our camera kit super small. So what we're actually using right now is the new Canon XA10 camera. We just got it in time. I was really anxious. I wasn't sure if we were going to be getting it, but B&H came through and they shot us the camera. And so we have the new XA10, which again we're taping with. But you can see the camera is very, very compact. It's designed essentially as a professional grade sensor in a consumer body. So it's very inconspicuous. It's nice and lightweight, easy to pocket. Easy to take around. So it's got XLR inputs, it's got all the functions that we need, built-in 64 gig hard drive, and we got tons of extra batteries for it. So this is going to be a great camera for all of our coverage. So far I've been using it. I'm very happy with the low light sensitivity, the overall dynamic range. It's definitely not something as high-end as a EX1 or something like that, but for the price, for the size, for everything that you get, I'm excited about the XA10. I think it's going to be a great tool for all of our future coverage. Now, of course, the XA10 being as small as it is, we'd like to give extra stability. So we're going to be using our Jag35 rig that we reviewed last week, and that's going to be our trusty rig for all of our NAB coverage. Here we've got my Low Pro camera bag. This is really great. It's got lots of compartments. It's actually got a zipper pouch down here to store a laptop, but lots of space, and this is actually just within the right size to fit in an overhead compartment for flying. So we got lots of space in here. We also have our 5D Mark II trusty HDSLR. We're going to be using this for any stills that we might be doing, and of course if we need a B cam for any additional video, of course we've got a great camera right here. A lot of people were using HDSLRs for their video coverage. I didn't want to have to deal with a two separate video and audio system, so I decided that we're going to just go with the XA10 and do it all in one camera. Now we were prepared just in case the XA10 didn't come in stock in time. So we were going to do an HDSLR setup, and for miking, I didn't want to shoot with a advanced Zoom H4n with a wireless system. I didn't want to deal with that, so instead I was going to use the Zoom H1 as my primary capture. Using a Rode shotgun handle and then this shock mount here, this actually slides right in there, and then we could use the windscreen, and then for branding purposes, of course, use our trusty little mic flag here from CPM Film Tools. And altogether, that would allow me to have essentially a handheld mic like this that I can use for interviews. Because of the fact that the XA10 arrived and that has built-in XLR, we decided to go with the Shure SM58 microphone. It's just a great multi-purpose microphone, relatively inexpensive. And then we've got our windscreen here, and then our other mic flag. Now, as you can see, this mic flag was a little large. So what I did is added some gaff tape and a little paper toweling actually, and that created just a makeshift shock mount just to get that to hold in there without rattling back and forth. So just a nice little jury rig there, should work well. We've got our little light panels micro, which will work in cases where we don't have any available light or we need a little extra light. And this is a nice small one, so it's easy to tote around and fit on top of the XA10. Can't leave home without the Pelican case. This is a memory card case, and this will hold compact flash. Nice and heavy duty, relatively indestructible, and nice and waterproof too. So once we shoot, memory cards go in here, and we don't have to worry about them until we're ready to start editing. Rest of the stuff is just pretty much our batteries over here. Lots of different power for both the XA10 and the 5D Mark II. Gaff tape. You can always use gaff tape for anything that we might need to rig together. Got it. Of course, our XLR cable. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it's going to be in our laptop bag, which we're going to be using for editing. Now for the links for everything that you saw here, go ahead and go to our website, nextwavedv.com, and click on this week's episode, and you'll be able to see everything here. You can check it out yourself, see what the pricing is, if it's anything that you'd be interested in. Of course, check out our NAB coverage. It's coming in just a few days, and we're going to be bringing you all-week coverage of everything that we can. We're going to try and bug the heck out of everybody and try and give you as much coverage as possible for the latest digital video news. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Want more Next Wave DV in your life? Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube to be notified when the next episode airs. Visit our website for daily posts on the latest digital video news. Like us on Facebook to join the Next Wave DV community. And follow us on Twitter for behind-the-scenes news and pictures.